Hi, peoples.
Hello, all-nighters.
It is 12:05 in the morning. We are waiting for an Uber because we just finished watching Strictly, baby.
BBC Strictly Come Dancing, season 20, episode 20, episode 1. We have just watched the launch episode for season 20 of Strictly Come Dancing. Thank you so much, BBC. It has been an epic evening. We've loved it. Mwah, mwah,
we missed our train. We have no train way home, but we've had a good time.
We're getting an Uber most way home, and then we're going to go see our babies who are fast asleep. But yeah, amazing evening.
Bye.
Strictly Come Dancing!
Strictly! Woo, woo, woo.
Okay, guys, you have just watched Saturday night's episode of Strictly Come Dancing, which is the launch show, who was at? We were at the launch show. Exon wasn't there. The kids weren't there. We were there, all dressed up, looking like glitter balls. So now that you guys have watched the episode, this is your post-dance review. This is your dance off. We're going to tell you all the stuff about us going to the BBC Studios, filming the episode, who we love, who we're like meh about, and just other gossip from behind the scenes. Now we can tell you everything because we weren't allowed to say anything before. So you're going to get all the deep, which if you're a Strictly fan, you're going to enjoy. If you're not a Strictly fan, just watch it for the jokes, basically. All right. So if you've watched the pre-bit, we got the tickets. We just flew in from Turkey. I went into work for the whole day. Then we had to go to, what were the studios, Al? Elstree Studios.
Elstree. Ellswood. Okay.
Elstree and Boreham Wood, I think, is the station.
That's what I'm thinking of. Boreham Wood, yeah.
Right. So it was really good. We travelled up there in the evening, got in line. Not a massive queue, but I think, 50 people deep? 40?
Yeah, I feel like it was significant enough that we had to wait. I'd say about 40, 50 people deep.
But also, we weren't sure we were going to get in. So it tells you this is not guaranteed you're going to get in, not guaranteed. But the couple in front of us, Alice.
So before that though, it says you're not guaranteed to get in. So me and Margaret rock up in like jeans. Margaret's wearing a cap. Margaret's wearing a baseball hat and a shirt and some jeans. I'm wearing some jeans and like a top. We were not dressed up. And on the invite, it clearly says, be glamorous, dress glamorous. Me and Margaret rocked up like we were going to, to each other's houses. So you can imagine that that's basic. So obviously we're walking and it genuinely felt like the walk of shame.
We were rocking up. What were we dressed like?
We were dressed like basic bitches, basically. Literally like we were going to each other's houses. So whatever.
Witness protection program. Have you all seen those things where it's like glamorous mum and then literally hood mum for real?
Yes, that was us. So we were in some basic stuff. And I'm pretty sure when people saw us coming, they were thinking, they ain't coming here. Oh yes, we were. And we got in the queue. And we stood there thinking, everyone else. So just to give you like a bit of like an overview. So when I'd say what would you say the age range was roughly?
Okay, anyone watching this is no disrespect. The average age range is 55. I'd say 55, rocking on 60.
Agree. So I agree. So imagine everyone else in the queue is like 55 going on 60. And then, so imagine what they're dressed up as. So whatever dressy up for them is how they're dressed up. And that's also no disrespect either. But imagine 55, 60, they're dressed up. So the men are in like their ties and suits and everything else, and the women are in their frocks and looking nice and like midi heels, whatever it is. Everyone is
A lot of kitten heels out here.
kitten heels. That's it. That's the one. Kitten heels. So everyone is dressed up. Then me and Margaret were in the queue in jeans and a baseball hat. And just some random paraphernalia that we've got on that does not fit the strictly dress code one little bit. So yeah, so we're in the queue, and then we got talking to, sorry, going back to Margaret's point, we got talking to this lovely couple who were in front of us, and they were an older couple, older married couple. I'm pretty sure their kids are around our age or just a little bit younger.
Yeah.
So we got talking to them, and they were absolutely lovely. They were like our literal buddies for the entire time. So we got chatting to them. And so one of the parts of the conversation was how they'd been applying for tickets for 10 years. 10 years? You've been applying to come to this place for 10 years and you've never got a ticket. This is their first time that they've ever gotten tickets for Strictly. There's us. Margaret, well, us, I'm the one who applied. Margaret, second year she applied, she got tickets. I felt bad to tell them that this was Margaret's second round of applying and we're here. But they were lovely.
They were really lovely. So we joined the queue. We had a bit of a chat with them, and we were still like, oh, we're not sure we're gonna get in. And they were like, no, you're gonna get in, you're guaranteed. So already Alice and I are like taking photos, selfies, like here we are, here we are. So we get to the front, and then they're like, they're gonna take your phone off you. So they actually take your phone. They take your phone. They take smartwatches. They take everything.
Margaret, Mrs. I've just come from work, was carrying her work laptop with her as well. So check that in too.
I had to check that in as well. Got in, and the security lady was lovely. Listen, Alice and I had everything in our bag, from a crochet needle,
deodorant, random stuff. Just think of a bag, a mum's bag, where you just dump everything in because you've not changed your bag. So everything in the world is in there. And this poor lady just had to look through it all and just decipher what you can and can't bring in. Obviously, they saw Margaret's crochet needle as a weapon, and they were like, you can't bring a crochet needle in here. That's got to stay outside, lady.
Listen, the woman was like, are you okay for me to take it? I was like, I just want to get in. Just let
Literally.
me through those doors, people. Okay, so we get in, and security are lovely, and then we go into the toilets, and we get changed, because there's like a big room for you to go in. Ooh, mwah. So we go in and get changed. Now imagine me and Alice in a toilet, literally having to get changed out of our street clothes.
Frantic change. Trying to change. But, alright, so think of, do you know stars in their eyes when you walk in and then it's just, oh, tonight, Michael, I'm going to be. So obviously we're outside chatting to everyone in our jeans and everything else. We walk into the toilet. So imagine it's right now I'm going to be Cilla Black. I don't know. We walk into the toilet, come back out. I promise you, they would have thought we were different people with the way we were dressed up. We were overdressed. If, in my opinion, I felt extremely overdressed.
Extremely overdressed. Like, literally, we were like in ball gowns and heels.
Yeah, it was a lot. I felt, it was a lot. But it didn't matter because we were out, we were at Strictly, no one cared. We didn't care.
But not just that. Do you know what? We're mums. We are out without the children. We are hands-free. We've got a 1-year-old and a 7-month-old. Listen, we're having the best time of our life. Dressed up, glammed up, makeup up. And not just that, we're going to see Motsi, people. And we need to be dressed up to see our girl. That's all I'm saying. We came for you, Motsi. That's all we're saying. We love Motsi. So we come out, literally, like Alice said, tonight I'm going to be Tina Turner. Out, and we're all glittering from head to toe. And then we walk in. So you walk into this large room where like they keep everybody, and it's like it's got a little dance floor. So you check your bag in and stuff, and then the staff, Alice, who are amazing. I have to say,
Yeah.
BBC Strictly staff are just beautiful. I can't
Yeah.
remember any of their names, but I have to say the lady who was doing the social media and the lady who was dancing, the other lady that was dancing with us on the dance floor, both of them were so lovely, really, really good. So they open up the dance floor. They're like, guys, we're gonna all get ready for dancing. Okay, can I just say, Alice and I and this little old lady were the only people out on the dance floor two-stepping.
To be fair, I was barely two-stepping. You, let's be real, tell the story correct. Margaret and this little old lady were the two who were on the dance floor, like, doing break dance moves. It was, at one point, I was just on the side doing two-step, and then eventually later on, I then went on the dance floor. Margaret never left the dance floor. Margaret was so happy to be out on road that she was the dance floor queen. Think of dancing queen. That was her.
But Alice, honestly, I was like, how? These people that we met, 10 years they've been applying. Imagine if you've been applying 10 years. Dance your socks off, girl. I was like, I didn't get tickets last year. I am going to use this dance floor. And the music, there weren't no obviously R&B, hip hop and whatever and vibes. But there was enough good music that we were like, there was Michael Jackson. There was all kinds of good stuff playing. There was ABBA. Just imagine the Strictly playlist. It was that. And you know what? It was good. I really, really enjoyed myself. More people started getting on the dance floor. A lot of people wanted to. Do you know when people are just sitting and watching and want to dance but don't? Do you know what? Paula Abdul, the rhythm is gonna get you. The rhythm is gonna get you. Why did the rhythm get them? The rhythm got me.
But then I feel like, well, yeah. But it's one thing to want to get up and dance. It's one thing to know how to dance. So I think some of them probably did know how to dance, but were dancing through you. They were like, we're getting through the vibes.
Okay, but my thing is, it's Strictly. Let your inhibitions go. Maybe because I've got a child at home and I was just like, I'm not wasting this music.
And that's it. I think you're glad to be out. Those people in that room go out all the time. Or, yeah, I feel like this isn't their first rodeo at somewhere. So they're not fast. But I agree with you about I'm at Strictly. I'm going to enjoy every second of this experience ever. But also, my thing is, it's free. I'm here for free. I got in for free. Let me just dance to freeness.
Alice, let me enjoy my freeness. Right. So there we are dancing, both of us swagger and stuff, only for a lady to come up to Alice and was just like, hi, look, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry to ask you guys, but celebrity athlete. Alice, who's she talking about? What's her name? Do you remember?
I can't remember her name. I need to find her name. But yeah, she came over and was so like, and she was kind of whispering, just not to draw attention, as in like, oh, not she doesn't want me to feel like everyone's suddenly gonna swoop on me. I was honestly there like, it's not me.
She said, hi, are you the athlete lady? And Alice's response was,
no, I'm Alice from Ken with 3 kids. It's not me. And she was probably staring down. And also, because we don't have our phones as well, she couldn't get Google up and show us who she's talking about, 1. And 2, to do a side-by-side comparison. Because I'm sure she would have stood in front of me and did this of it's you if she had her phone with her. But none of us had our phones. So she couldn't exactly do the profile comparison. But yeah, she was very kind of, oh God, I'm so embarrassed. No, she wasn't actually embarrassed, because we were both like, oh please, it doesn't matter. And she was like, yeah, I don't care, but I was just hoping you were her. And we were just like, no, it's not me. I'm not her, but it's fine. But she was lovely, and it's nice to get a comparison to somebody. So that was nice.
Agreed. And you do look like her. I can't remember what her name is, but I'll have to put it on the screen or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so we continue a bit of dancing. They take some photos. And this whole time, none of us have our phones. So we're all just like, we can't message anyone we're here. We can't take photos of this moment. You know, you really have to live in the moment. Okay, so moving on, they're like, right, we're going to start calling numbers. Please come to the studio. So people go in, then we get called into the studio. And so you walk behind the scenes, behind the curtains, and then you walk into the studio to your seat. I could not believe we were there, right?
Yes, it looked literally exactly like it looks on TV. Is what that venue looks like to a T. It's so well put together. It's a lot smaller. It's a lot more intimate as well, I think. And it's only like a few rows per side. So everyone's kind of coming in and taking their seats and stuff. All us lot who like got tickets the other day or who have been applying for 50 years were all gassed and all like, oh my God. Whereas you've got certain people who have been there clearly a few times who were all there like, with their reserved seats and everything else. So there was a few reserved seats for, I guess, VIP. We didn't know who these people were. I guess they work at the BBC maybe. But yeah, we didn't know these people. And then obviously we were sat on the opposite side to the families. So the families sit on one side, and a few audience members were behind them and around them, and we were sat on the other side of that. So I hope you looked out for us and you saw us on the other side, opposite the families.
Exactly.
So we all sat.
Yeah, and okay, so let me tell you the exact location that we were sitting. You've got the judges, and if you're watching from the TV, right, we are to the right of the judges.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we are to the right of the judges in that corner. So you know when all the celebrities come down the stairs and they're like, woo, we are literally just on the other side of that pillar. You can't miss us. One of us in a gold glittery dress and the other one is in a black glittery dress, out here trying to get spotted. That's all I'm saying. The filming itself was really good. Like, they start off filming. We don't want to tell you too much in case you ever get tickets, but they start off filming the final dances.
Yeah.
And then they go into the individual filming. Tess Daly was literally right next to us.
Yeah, like her drinks and snacks. So she's got a glittery drinks and snacks box that she was eating out of when she was like having a break and stuff like that. But she was honestly like 4 seats away from us, just right there, just sat there, watching the VT, eating her snacks, drinking her drink. So that was cool. And she looks absolutely just flawless as well. She looks very flawless. So she was wearing that white suit with the black shirt, and her heels were mad. I don't even think I can walk in heels like that anymore. But her heels were so high, and she looked absolutely amazing. And one thing I always love about those two is that their dress styles, they don't dress similar, they contrast each other. So Tess is very kind of dressy and girly, whereas Claudia is quite masculine in her dress style, which I really like. She was, best dressed for me was Claudia that night. But she looked lovely.
Agree. And also, just a sneak peek behind the scenes. I love the fact that they're all so professional. To say, like, they don't want to keep us there for too long. They only try and take 1 or 2 takes to do so.
Yeah.
And not just that, the dancers are on it. Like, literally, it's just like, right, take it again from the top. And it wasn't like recording 10 times. They recorded everything a maximum of 2 times.
Yeah.
And it was really, 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 really good. And I can't believe we got to see the live performance as well. I think they packed so much into that evening.
They did, because we got the live performance, we got the judges' performance as well, which was amazing. And I think to watch the judges, because obviously you watch the judges dance and you're thinking, no one's here to watch the judges dance. But because of the song, and it was When Doves Cry by Prince that they danced to, it was incredible. And it's so nice to watch it again, knowing that we were there, because you see it from a different angle, because we're seeing it from the side, but I know that there was so much intricate detail happening right in the middle. So yeah, loved the judges' dance, loved their song choice as well, brilliant song choice. And it's also interesting when you watch the performance, because obviously they take the end first, and we were both like, why would you take the end first? But it made sense, because as the night went on, we were exhausted. I was tired of clapping my hands. I know I'm there for free, and you're just asking me for some free claps, but I was tired of clapping. I was tired of giving away my free claps. I was tired of standing up. I was tired of doing whoops and stuff like that. I was tired. So
Honestly.
I'm glad that they take the end at the beginning, because that's when the energy levels were so up. And as the night went on, you can see people's energy levels just dwindling, and it became harder as the evening went on. And also, it's interesting because obviously it's not the live show; it's a taped show. So people, after a while, started leaving as well towards the end. So it goes to show just how much it is that they do it at the first part to try and keep you there and get everything that they need, the most important bits done, because they know that people are eventually going to start leaving at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, a credit to the BBC. It is a well-oiled machine. Makeup
Yeah.
on point, clothing on point, camera on point. The lady who had to keep everybody going on point. Like, it's
Yeah.
honestly really, really good, and everyone's lovely. So we, as Strictly fans, me as a super fan, it exceeded all expectations and more. And also, I know I may never, never get to see Strictly filmed again. And do you know what? Not only did I have a great time, I filled my boots. My boots were filled, like literally my cup runneth over. So thank you, Strictly.
You know, I still have the Haribos they threw into the crowd for you. I need to give it to you. So
I
while
don't
we
know
were
what happened.
while we were waiting, there's a lady who is like the audience warmer person. So she'd come in and she'd like pop in and out whenever they were having a pause or interviewing or doing makeup or whatever. And during it, she came out and was just like, "Oh, I know everyone's hungry. I know you're all tired. Here's some free Haribo." So she was trying to throw them out into the. She was a terrible thrower, lovely lady, terrible throwing. So she was trying to throw them out into the crowd, and eventually, I don't know if one of the ladies gave us one.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
she never managed to reach the back of the studio audience, even though, like Alice says, there's only 4 rows of studio audience. Babe, between the next show, practice your throws. That's all I'm saying.
yeah.
So
Or
for
get
most
someone
of
else
the
to do them. Get someone else.
yeah, yeah. So they fell to the seats in front of us, and the ladies in front of us kindly gave us a bag of Haribo. I was like, I'm not eating this Haribo. I'm literally. Have you still got the stickers that had our number on it?
I do. Yeah, 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 yeah.
We got these sticker numbers, which I'll put on the screen so you can see it. And I think we were 140 and 141. I can't remember what our
Yeah,
numbers were, but yeah, there we go.
yeah.
We're 140 and 141. I'm going to put those stickers on the Haribo, and they will be our memento from Strictly Come Dancing forever and ever. Amen.
You know, our kids are going to be so tired of us telling this story all the time, because and it's also annoying because we have no pictures to show of it, that we couldn't record, we couldn't take pictures in the studio. There is nothing, absolutely nothing, other than actually when we came out right at the end and we could take a picture in front of the Strictly thing. But there is zero evidence of this, that we ever went. So I feel like every memento, because even when, because all right, so Alice was, so when we got the Haribo, I was all, I'm opening a Haribo. Margaret was like, no, we're keeping these forever. So you can
I was
imagine
like,
me. I'm
don't
already
eat the
hungry.
Haribo.
I was
The
hungry.
Haribo.
Margaret would not let me eat these Haribos because she's keeping them as a memorabilia. So I still have the Haribo in my house, waiting to hand them over to Margaret. Because yeah, she wanted this as a memory. But yeah, but let's talk about the pairings and who we liked.
And now that everybody's watched the show, you've all watched the show, you've all enjoyed it, and now you're watching it because you want to know who we think is going to win, who we think is going to lose, who is a good pairing and not a good pairing. Who do you want to win, but who do you think's going to win?
I want Johannes and Fire to win.
Okay, agreed.
However,
But why? But why? But I okay, so I feel like when Johannes and Fire are paired, you know Fire's gonna be able to dance. She's an athlete. She's tall. She's probably like a good dancer.
mm,
It's not really a competition, is it, for her? She's just gonna be like, I'm just gonna throw some shapes.
I agree, but we don't know that well, there was minimum that we saw of their dancing. I don't feel like there wasn't anyone from the lineup who is particularly standing out as a dancer at
No,
all.
no.
Any of them, men or women. And I feel like there's a lot of competitiveness amongst the men. The Go Compare guy is a very competitive person. You can tell he is not there to mess around. He wants to
Win,
win.
win wants
They,
to win.
exactly, win is there to win. But yeah, Fire and Johannes are the two I want because I just feel like I like the coupling. I feel like they both got personality. They'll both bring a little something. But who I think will win is, and I like Amy. Welcome back, Amy, because obviously she was away because
Yeah,
she had cancer treatment and stuff like that. So welcome
yeah.
back, lovely to see her back. But I do think that she will win because she's partnered with the guy from JLS, JB.
Yeah, she's partnered with JB Gill, but I don't think they're going to win because I think there's only, as much as I love Amy and she'll get lots of people voting for her because she's back, but I honestly don't think that JB is going to be able to smash it. I feel like he's going to
Are
reach
you
a
getting
ceiling.
beat again? He's from JLS. They've done they do dances. They're dance. Well, I don't know if they're dancers, but they do choreographed dance.
But
Of
is that
course,
ballroom? But
he's
is
in
that
there.
ballroom?
But it's not ballroom, but it's choreographed dance. If you can follow a choreographed dance, then you can do choreographed ballroom.
Fair enough. Okay. But if they win, I'll be disappointed because I feel like I want them to bring some stuff out the back. Now let's go back in time. If anyone ever watched, who was the comedian who won with OT Mabuse?
Bill Bailey.
Okay, Bill Bailey. I'm still in love with OT and Bill Bailey because
Best coupling.
honestly they had some moves. Every week it was something different. Every week it was something new. I only think JB deserves to win it if he is able to bring something new to the show. Otherwise, he doesn't deserve to win it. But yeah, let's see what happens. You had people like who else did we? The swimmer guy was looked all right. I
Yeah,
forget.
he's not a dancer. I mean,
He's not a
he
dancer.
he'll be. I'm not putting any money on him. He's not a dancer. I feel like he's just there for good vibes. The boy from EastEnders, though, I can't remember his name.
No, I don't think he's a dancer.
I don't think he's a dancer, but I feel like he would put in a lot of effort into it. Oh, and Shane, what's his name? Shane. That's
Shane Ward. Shane Ward. Okay, so
that's it.
my money is closer to Shane Ward than it is to JB. So I think
Yeah,
Shane Ward will be final four. Final four, Shane Ward.
same. I think he'll be in the final four as well. Um, I also I think Fire should be in the final four.
Definitely.
Um, I also think
What do you think?
uh,
Okay, what do you think about the blind guy, Chris McCausland?
do you know what? I think he's hilarious. I love his comedy. He's a funny comedian. It's going to be interesting to see how it works because but what I love is that even during like the interviews when we were watching them and stuff, he was very much, I'm interested to see how this works as well. And the fact that he's so open to just trying it will be interesting to see. I don't know if he'll go far necessarily,
Yeah.
um, but I think he'll give it a go and he's there to try it. So it will be interesting.
Who do you think is going to be the first ones out? Who do you think they're actually who's not going to make it? So who's going to be in the bottom two, according to you?
So you said just before, you said the footballer guy, Paul, and I agree
I
with that.
think the footballer guy. Okay, I do think the footballer guy is going to be in the bottom two for the first week. However, I think that the dads are going to love him. anyone who loves football is going to be like brilliant. Because when we were in the studio and they're recording the interviews, I think Strictly have gone back to their core audience. As we said, average age 55, 60. We're hitting 70 out here in terms of age. They are the people who are going to be voting and calling in. If they are, dads are going to be calling in all day. But I feel like he's got to run his course, because based on his opening performance dancing, he ain't gonna be winning anything. He's not. I don't even think he's capable of making an amazing transformation like Bill Bailey. I don't think he's gonna be Bill
But I
Bailey.
also don't think he wants to. I never got
I
when he
agree.
was watching his BT and stuff like that, and when they were doing the interview with him and his professional dancer, I just thought, I don't think you really want to be here. He wants to be there, but I don't think he's taking it seriously.
Agreed. Agreed.
So
Agreed.
yeah, I do.
I
So I think in terms of there's certain people that I want out because you're just going to waste time, and he's one of them. Him and also
Nick Knowles.
um,
Nick Knowles.
no, I feel like Nick Knowles
No.
can't dance, but he'll give it a go. I
Oh,
feel like
okay.
he'll give it a really good go. Oh, the lady who'd paired with the winner from last year. Do you know the guy that won last year?
Oh, yeah. I can't remember who he's paired with.
Oh, this blonde lady. We'll put her name at the top. An
Yeah.
older blonde lady. I
Sarah
don't want.
Hadland. Sarah
That's
Hadland.
it. I find her very boring, so I don't really want her to be.
I
This
think
is
I
this is who I think will be in the bottom. These are who I want to be in the
No,
bottom.
I don't think Sarah Hadland will be in the bottom. I think she's going to
I
come
want
in
her
and
to be.
she's
I
going
don't
to,
think she will be.
yeah, she's
Actually,
going to grow a personality. I think she's going to warm
yeah.
up. You're going to warm up to her. You're going to warm up to her. Oh,
Mm.
so for the first time ever, Strictly is having sign language BSL as part of the show. So, which is really exciting. And and they have a deaf contestant, which is Tasha Gori.
Yeah. So
You
she
know her,
was.
don't you?
Yeah, so she was on Love Island a couple of years ago, actually. So she was on Love Island, and she's still with her partner Andrew. So she is deaf with cochlear implants as well. So she is on there as well. So it'll be interesting. I don't know whether she can dance or not, but I'm here to support it. I'm here for it. So yes, loving that.
Pete Wicks. Pete Wicks.
Oh, do you know what? He gives grumpy old man vibes, but I like it. And I think it will be interesting because he acts like he's too cool for school and stuff, but he seems to have thrown himself and immersed himself into the whole look of it. He was wearing like all white sequins and everything on the night.
Honestly,
So,
honestly.
and whenever I see him, he's always in black and everything else. So for him to be like all in white and all of that stuff, it's going to be interesting to see what he does. I don't think he can dance, but it'll be interesting to watch.
Okay, so I'm gonna we're gonna wrap up now. So, top four. Who are your top four and who are your bottom four? All right, so my top four is definitely gonna be, I think the Go Compare guy is gonna be in the middle. He's gonna be in the middle, not near the top or the bottom.
But you
So
know
I
what?
think
Sorry, can I just say though, you're talking about a Bill Bailey, but he would be your Bill Bailey. If you're looking for someone who's going to come in, who's a bit jokey, but will get competitive, that's him.
I know, but I just he was on MasterChef. I
Yeah,
feel
he's
like
very competitive.
he's really competitive. So I don't think he's going to make the transformation that I'm expecting. But
Okay.
I'm happy to be proved wrong. So as far as I'm concerned, top four is going to be JB, because it's
Yeah.
JB, isn't it? It's going to be Shane Ward, because I think he can definitely dance. It's going to be Fire, 100%. And I think my last person is going to be maybe just somebody who is a bit of a wild card. So by the way, Toya Wilcox, I think, is going to go out quite early. That's just me
So she's
throwing it
in your
out there.
it's bottom four. She's in your bottom four.
My bottom four. So I also think top four. I'm gonna throw Pete Wicks in there. I'm gonna throw Pete Wicks.
Yeah.
How about you?
Okay. All right. Who I want in the final four would be Fire, Pete Wicks, the boy from EastEnders, and Tasha.
Okay. All right. So that's your top four.
Yeah.
Who are your bottom four?
My bottom four are the blonde lady who I mentioned before.
You're harsh. You're too harsh. Sarah
Her.
Madeline.
Sarah, Toya, um, Nick, and maybe the doctor lady, the Asian doctor lady.
Yeah, I think she's gonna struggle. But also in my bottom four, I'm putting Chris. As much as I love him and I hope he does well, Chris ain't gonna make it past week 4 at this point. He ain't gonna make it past. He's gonna try, but if they try and give him something like the tango, it ain't gonna go well, in my opinion. Either way, look, guys, we are thankful to the BBC for like choosing us in their random lottery. Everybody out there, go onto the BBC website and click on the shows and tours and register yourself, and you get lots of information about shows and tours, and you can go to lots and lots of recordings. So go on there, and I'm very grateful. I had a brilliant time.
And do it, because when we were talking to the couple in the queue, they've been to loads of different shows and different radio shows and things like that, just because they'd applied from the BBC website. I was standing there thinking, I need to do this more. Well, not do this more often. I've never done it before. I need to do this myself because it's amazing.
I need to say, everything that they said they'd seen, you didn't know.
But it was all Radio 4. But all right, so this is actually a full circle moment. So if anyone has watched our Getting to Know Us episode, you'll know Margaret said that she loves Radio 4. Radio 4
and Radio 4 Extra.
There we go. This couple in front of us have been to so many shows that were on Radio 4. They listed a whole bunch of things. I was stood there like, I don't know none of this stuff. Margaret was all there chopping it up, nodding like, yeah, I know that show. I listen to that show. I was like, I have no clue what you people are talking about, but okay.
Exactly. So guys, go on the BBC site. You can be successful in terms of the selection. It is possible. And you know what? Everyone's thinking out there, oh, they were successful because they have a podcast. Honestly, this
no,
like God, like random selection. Honestly, like we did not plan this at all. I never, wildest dreams, thought I'd be able to go and see Strictly live, and I'm so grateful.
When did you apply for the tickets?
2-3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. Yeah, maybe a month ago. I applied for the tickets. And I put it to the back of my mind like I'm never going to get tickets. I can't believe it. So guys, definitely there is always a chance. We love Strictly. Thank you all so much for watching. And yeah, we will, if you like it, definitely share this. BBC, hashtag Strictly, hashtag Mum's Life, hashtag Mums on Tour, hashtag Mums Out, hashtag Mum living their life with Strictly. Just saying.
Oh my gosh. But yes, please enjoy the show. But yes, apply for all these tickets yourself, because it was unreal. It was so surreal being there and just actually watching it happen in front of us, and the dancing. And it's so nice to actually watch a live dancing. It was amazing. And we had a free showing of Clean Bandit as well, who performed on the night as well. Clean Bandit performed on the night with Jess. I wouldn't say her name's Jess, but I'm probably wrong.
Amarie?
Oh, yes, Amarie. Yes, yeah. I'm just names.
Who sang live and amazing, by the way.
She was on point. Because it was asking, is she live or is she not? And you were like, she's live.
She's live. Amazing. You could actually hear her, like, breathing and changing the way she was singing. It was amazing. So it was nice to get out, but it was nice to actually watch the dancing and the free Clean Bandit concert for a song. So yeah. Thank you, BBC. Thank you, Strictly. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for watching. We love you guys. Thank you so much. And keep
dancing. Bye.
BBC Strictly Come Dancing.
Show the glitters. Show the glitter.
Woo! Glitter ball,
Show the
glitter ball,
glitter.
glitter ball, glitter ball.